We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams.
Santos set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down throw, Stafford. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they get him down, but now the 4 takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Jackson.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. sack of the season. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on sports talk radio. He's okay.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green.
Complete to Virgil Green.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 14-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
punch it in with Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
The goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Bears 7, Rams 0.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Austin Eckler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
I'm going to show you, man.
And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's hungry.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And able to find Graham, complete.
The pass.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Bears.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. And Robinson with a big catch. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd and short.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw again. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv, it means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. But you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Oh, and Nelson space to operate. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 15-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Now Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Henderson will try and run for the first. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Gay's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 32-yard line.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up near the 44. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it'll be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
20, Rams 10. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Jackson now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's caught outright by Graham.
Complete to Jimmy.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly, and knocked it free.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage, and when you make tackles like that,
this is caught inside the 15. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That is caught by Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and very short, Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about it. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead Bengals now 24.
Makes the score Bears 34, Rams 10. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
To throw again. Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And for the fifth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Brown. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing. They changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now with the change in defense, it no longer was.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's Eckler again. And he's going to take this one in for the Rams touchdown. Austin Eckler. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
It's interesting that when it comes two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. He'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, Stafford here. And now here's another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
First and 10.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a...
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making another.
And my goodness, another interception. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.
Back. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball at a comfortable...
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
They started on the ground with Eckler.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Pick up of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
To the 48-yard line.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Wolford.
He's got his tight end complete. It's Green.
And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Chicago.
The play action fake, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The man is Komet, the tight end.
And he's taken down but not 22. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Fielded in the end zone. Stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Now Wolford. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
The 49-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he finds Montgomery complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
A gain of 4. It's now
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And it's Goodwin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Tonight's final score.